Oops. Son of a. I had a feeling that cigarette wasn't going to roll right. Eh. That's probably good. Hello, whoever you are. Just trying to roll a cigarette here. Hey, language. Trying to teach foul language. And I cannot day. Seldom grouchy, but oh, I'm grouchy now. So what better time to go on than being grouchy? Yeah, my phone I use for music died a couple weeks ago. There's nothing I can do about it. Grouchy, how's your plant doing? Your hiding plant. Good to see you. I imagine you in some of that war camouflage. Actually, I just ordered some of that stuff. Hi, Dunny Darnell. How are you? Yeah, I finally came on as quickly as I could. I've been dealing with phone issues and this and that. Darnell, marry me. Anyway. I want to say you have a boyfriend now. Whatever. They always leave me. That's right, Gilly. Yeah, but mine's a whole heart of this stuff. Yeah, that's like, I think 7 yards. Amy, what's going on? Good to see you. Boy, people are showing up. Yeah, finally, yeah. Trying to get my phone working where it pays the butt. Boost has been horrible. UPS has been horrible. Yeah. It's a good time to come back because I'm totally unprepared and in a crap mood. Best time to come back. Zero expectations. But I'm playing Blondie, so all's good with the world. Rip contact. Kirsty, don't talk about rip nylons around me. I always play great music, Don. Love your wrench. Yeah. Nothing but wrenchy people here right now. The way we like. Yeah. I'm a lonely old hermit. my heart could collapse. I'm 1 foot away in the grave anyway. I can't even talk. I don't care about TikTok. Mod Army, yeah. As it should be. We don't want any posers around here. Yeah, it's a song that everybody said was so disco. She sold out. It's a great song. Debbie does no wrong in my book. She's Debbie. You don't like Blondie? Go back to Russia with yourself. Oh, love Blondie. Eat a donut. I can't till after Lent. That sounds kind of good. There he is. Well, what's up, Mr. Big? What's going on? I was thinking about you a couple days ago. That's actually with my ex. I was telling her all about how weird Canada is. I sent her. Ah, oh, what are they even talking about? No, I bought her a bag of Tim's Hortons. She never heard of it. And she's going out how much she loves Canada. Well, then you need some Tim Hortons. You need some Tim's. You need some Hortons. So. Yeah. It's almost alarming at crossing people's minds. Yeah, let's see if Wanda shows up. She probably hates me. I haven't been able to email because my email's lost and gone. I'm gonna announce my new email. I have one, but I'm just too lazy to look it up. But I do have one set up, a new one. I was gonna use my old one, but it's got my name on it, and I ain't gonna change that. I hope she's okay. Just, you know. Oh, God. Stupid raccoons. God, I hate those things. So what I've been doing, I went through a paranoid rampage doing survivalist stuff. Yeah, and I ordered more stuff. I could build a house. I could set traps. I totally solar camp. Excuse me, which means I'll never camp. If you get prepared, you don't have to do anything about it. Or it's not cool. Keeping oh God, more raccoons. What is up with all the raccoons? Shoot them, eat them. They're delicious. Come on. They're not real beings. They're demons. You're allowed to cook them. Now my room's wrecked because I've been losing things. I had to find things. Yeah, they're horrible. Animals are animals. I wouldn't eat a cat. I wouldn't eat a dog, but a raccoon, oh hell yeah. Hey, if I have to go to the woods and live, I'll be eating anything I can shoot with a pellet gun. I love possums. Possums are great. I don't think they're ugly. They're possums. They cheer me up when I see one. Possum. Look at them move very slowly. Don't mess with them. Absolutely. Possums are great. They won't give you rabies. They just eat trash. They mind their own business. If they move into your house, they leave after a couple of weeks. They don't nest for very long. They're easy to get rid of anyway. Jeez, they dangle with trees. That's cool. Carry their babies around. They're wonderful. Yeah, but they have no ticks. They're harmless. To get bitten by a possum, you really have to try really hard. Yeah, they're well behaved. They're neat animals. I used to not like them, but I did a little study. What a possums like them? They're really cool. Hey, Daniel, what's going on? I've been thinking about you too. Oh, yo. Somebody sent me a 25-pound bag of rice. I got a day or two ago. I don't know who sent it because there's no tag in it. So if anybody sent me some rice, thank you. Which I knew who you were, so I could thank you, but I don't know. It's basmati too. Good rice. I eat rice every day. I think so, Big. I can't guarantee, but yeah, I think so. Now that I have a phone that works for music, and that won't cut down because I'm not using my neighbor's Wi-Fi anymore. Sure is, Big. Absolutely it is. Yeah, just raccoons are horrible. They just they belong in the woods, but they don't stay in the woods. I don't even remember, for crying out loud. The only person who really knows is Wander. So check out my community page if you can find it. It's on there. Just check on But that's where it is. You can check that. Yeah, because I don't know. She's my manager. I hope she shows up. Mad at me, but it's not my fault. I just didn't have a email that worked. But she has I give her my phone number. She could always call me. So, yeah. I'm easy to find. Fine. I need a haircut, too. What the hell? What a hellish day. Yeah. I don't post that much on. I don't think I even have community page anymore. It's just comments or something. Because I was going to add something to my community page and there isn't one. Yeah, it's YouTube. All the stuff's on there though. Posts. Yeah, and I can't even add time to my. I can't even talk. Yeah, whatever. I'm here anyway. Yeah, it's been mayhem, I tell you. And I've actually sprung for the my second line. God, jeez. What is it with you women and raccoons? God, learn to kill things. Have your son off him. Doesn't he have a gun or something? Don't shoot through the ceiling, though. That's a bad idea. Or in the neighbor's direction. Actually, guns are probably a bad idea. But I do have my pellet gun. Just packed away with my survival gear and various ammo boxes. I went crazy buying ammo boxes and tarps, and I got enough gear here to be a serial killer for years. Oh, yeah, weapons, shovels. Yeah, have your son off them. Make you a nice cap or toilet seat cover. That'd be neat. Another song that was supposed to be too disco. I don't get it. I loved everything Debbie ever did. All the punks, like you sold out. Messy and there's a place for brutality. There really is. I'm become a lot more revolutionary, so I can't keep stuff I can't talk about. Things I will do in a pinch. I'll not have to do anything bad, but however, I'm not taking shit anymore. Geese like being chased. They really do, Tom. Yeah, in Canada, we had a dog that was decided to jump in the lake and chase after geese. The geese were about to kill that poor dog. Yep. Luckily, the dog realized those geese were big and have to get her, so she swam back. That was a great dog. She was a good dog. Not as good as Cyril was, but no dog's as good as Cyril. Geese are very mean. They're not friendly creatures. They can fend for themselves. They can fight back. I like that about geese. Like they're fair game. They're noisy and awful. When I lived in Canada, the Canadian geese, of course, would fly over endlessly. All you heard was honk, honk, honk for just days. I like ducks. Ducks are funny. Ducks should smoke cigars. They look better with cigar, and they don't hurt anybody. They're messy, but who cares? They're pretty. They do. Oh, my egg tooth is terrible. You all know about my teeth. I don't care about them, but other people do. Yep. So my ex decided to sell her car because she didn't have a dog anymore. She didn't need a car, so I ordered her the best old lady cart in the world because I'm a nice guy. Really, it's a fine old lady cart. I'm getting myself a hiking wagon, collapsible. So if I had to go to the woods and hide, which trust me, if I go to the woods and hide, they won't find me for a month. I'll have enough food for a month because I'm smart that way, Darnell.
He concealed his status as the richest man and took
It should.
assistant. He secretly planned
That's
to
a
help
big.
her get out of predicaments when
Big tooth is supposed to
another,
go.
and repay her full support for his poverty-stricken state back
Yep.
then through his actions.
I found out the best food you can bring into the woods is quinoa because it's a overflow. How you doing? Right on. There we go. Oh, okay. That's right, Overlay. Where the hell's Wander? She's supposed to say that. She's supposed to do all kinds of stuff. Well, Darnell, I'm an old hobo, and you learn. And plus, I always wanted to have all the proper gear for the perfect camp, which I already know where that's at. And it was Wander. We're just talking about you. I love you. I don't have a email anymore, but I'm going to post my new one, Wander. So if you've been worried about me, but you have my phone number. You can always call me. They're always allowed to call me. I would love that. I'd be all flattered and crap. I'm glad you're here, Wander. I'm really very, very glad you're here. So we were just talking about you. We always do. Where's Wander? I hope she's okay. Apparently Darnell's having raccoon problems too, so I'm not crazy about the song. This one, however, is one of the best songs ever recorded. Yeah, I worry about you there, Wander. Yeah. Yep. I'm too lazy to do it right now, but a little later I'm going to put my email up. My brand new email. My brand new phone. Yep, I sprung for the phone with the second line. Now I'm professional. So it doesn't buffer all the time with the music. That drove me nuts. Hey, maybe other me's gonna show up. I got a feeling he will. What, you little bastard. Guy who thinks he's me, but yeah, Wander. Yeah, it doesn't cost that much. Take care, Wander. Oh, Don. You know I love you. No, I'm always lurking. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, and I already had a phone. I already had a brand new spare phone. So, day before yesterday was the day. Got in a screaming match with the UPS guy. I don't think he's ever going to come back to this address. My manager intervened. Yeah, be careful of that guy. Don't cross him, because I was going off. Had some UPS problems. I don't get angry very often, but man, I was ready to. So much shit has been going on. I needed to yell at somebody, and I did. Motherfucker. I have to get my passport. You should know who I am. Come back to my room. We're not allowed to come back here. Yes, you are. Yeah, yelled. Wander, this one wasn't very. UPS has been terrible with my stuff, Wander. all bets are off. I'm really nice to Amazon people, really, really nice. So if I get a good UPS driver, I'll thank him. I say, you're great. A lot of your drivers are terrible, but you're all right. Because I always compliment clerks and stuff. I make it a point to because I like doing it. I like pointing people out good work and and crappy jobs where they get no respect. I'm the guy who respects them. Many a checkout clerk has been cheered up by me because I love making smile, cracking old man jokes, not taking too long. Yeah. I was in one line, but this guy was going off on this poor woman checking her groceries, and she was about, well, good for you, Wonder. I would be nice to you, very nice. But this poor woman is about to cry because this guy was going off and mean and saying horrible stuff. And I was in next and said, don't worry about that guy. You stand here and breathe for a while. You're doing a great job. You have a hard job. So, the rest of us are on your side. And another guy was chasing the jerk off. This big bum. I'll take care of that little lady. And he's like running out of the store. It was a great moment. That checker was so happy with us. We love you're doing a really good job. She's trying so hard to deal with that jerk. The manager was nowhere to be seen. So I was glaring at the guy. He goes, "You better shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up. Leave the lady alone. She's nice. We like her." Yeah, Wander. I've done it. I've done it. I was a bar waiter. I worked at Sears for a while, where the people are awful. I hated that job. I hated working for Sears. I don't like the public. I don't like the public at all. I'm better off avoiding them. And when I'm out in public, I'm always very nice to people on the street. Always say hello. Darnell, I love you. Marry me. Marry me, Darnell. Wander won't. Yes. All these songs are so beautiful. I love Debbie Ray so much. She's my rock and roll crush. I'm not a stalker. I have crushes. I know she's old, but she's still beautiful. I'm old and I'm ugly. So. Yeah, well, I've been in a bad mood, but my friend Mary, crazy Mary, we got to talking. She cheered me right up. We're just on goofy anecdotes, and she's cool. I hope she shows up. Mary needs to come on more often. She's a neat woman. One of my favorite human beings forever. I've been taking pretty good care of myself over the last week's been rough, but I'm okay. Yeah. I'm springing back. I'm wearing my leather jacket, so life's okay when you wear a leather jacket. Try it sometime. Hey, Wander, get a tough biker jacket. You're going to feel so much better about life. You'll feel like you could duke somebody out. You don't have to because you're so cool. Plant, what's going on, my friend? I bought this as a treat for myself. It is a really good one, Wander. It's a Milwaukee. It's like bulletproof, and it's all, I waxed it up, so it's absolutely going to last forever. It's supple. It smells like my new hair tonic. I wear hair tonic now. You can't really tell, but it smells really good. It's mint and rosemary. My friend Crazy Mary sent it to me because yeah. I could. I didn't grease it up. I do grease it up now. Just not today. You don't. God, not fiberglass is awful. That stuff's terrible. Wear your respirator. Shower up as soon as you get out. Get in that shower. Yeah, I've worked with. What haven't I worked with? Fiberglass was one of the worst things. That's one of the worst things. Today we
we are headed to a
Yeah, so is stainless steel and aluminum and everything else I've worked with, and copper and zinc and
hears the sound of the gate opening, he knows it's time to hit.
What I've been using, Brent, is I bought a can of tallow,
Once he's in, he sits back
which
and
is like cow lard.
I am so excited
That
to see
stuff,
what
if you
happens.
cook with it, it makes everything taste mildly like
This meetup was so
the old McDonald's French fries, the good ones.
So this is right
Just
after
mildly, it's in there, just a little bit.
he ran right over to the meetup.
Oh, gee, Darnell.
Get big tea set up and
Make your son take care of this.
we sent the first room to time.
Ah, he sounds like a good kid. I'd like to meet him. I know he's all right. Because if he didn't treat you well, I'd kill him. This is... Yeah. I wonder if everybody's favorite aware shows up. I know, Wander, you hate her. He's still my friend. I'm feeling pretty. I'm the Easter Grinch. No, I'm always good on Easter. Christ has risen, so it's very important. Wonder I do. That never goes away. You're the one who knows the numbers and smart that stuff. And always welcome, Darnell. You know you are. You're a good part of my life. Yeah, that's true, Wander. You're in charge, Wander. You're my manager. You're my conscience. If I go off, I beam. You always show up. Be nice, Gil. Be nice. I'm kind of pleased with myself. I set up my phone and got everything going within 15 minutes. It usually takes me 4 hours. Yeah. Oh, Fred, you are a classy man. And like your dad, too. Your dad rocks. He's my kind of old man. He's all right. Yeah, Brent, big fan of you and big fan of your dad. Tell your dad I said hi. He's definitely in the club. He's a distant partner in this. Yeah. I love Fred Astaire. I really do. And Donald O'Connor. That man, he was the best dancer of the bunch. And Sid Charisse. God, she was beautiful. I'll watch that stuff again. Yeah, Brent, when I was living in Hollywood, I had a gay friend named Neil, and he was great. Midnight showings in Hollywood of MGM musicals, widescreen, good prints. Technicolor is better than drugs. So lavish. Just wonderful. These wonderful movies. And I was the only straight guy in the entire audience. It's like, and I like being the only straight guy and a bunch of really cool gay guys. They were just cool. Oh, wow. I think I remember that. Do you know what Boris Karloff's last acting job was? Brent, I'll bet you do know. Pretty easy one. Boris Karloff's last role. Well, it wasn't really a role, but he was the Grinch, Brent. The Grinch. He voice acted. Who better than Boris Karloff to narrate the Grinch? Yeah, what if somebody sent me a big bag of rice the day before yesterday? I would have said, yeah. And it was anonymous. And now I'm up to 100 pounds of rice. And I'm really happy because I'll go through it. I sent my ex 20 pounds of rice. She didn't want that much, but yeah, Targets. But the last roll was the Grinch, though. But he didn't show his face. But voice acting counts, and it was Boris Karloff. You just sound good. There's a movie I saw. It was creepy as heck. It was Lon Chaney Jr. The Spider People or something. It was one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen. Black and white, strange, sinister. I would like some corn. But I've been eating. I've got 25 pounds of quinoa. It's the best survival food in the world. Wonder. It's it's the best meat replacement in the world. I've been mostly a vegetarian because of Lent, but I'm mostly vegetarian anyway. I'll eat meat when I want to. But. There you go, Brent. You're good at this. Yeah. You're my research guy. Chuck Jones, absolutely. Yeah, it would be Chuck Jones, wouldn't it? You do, Brent. You're yeah. It's the kind of stuff I live for, too. Another cigarette, a little coffee. As I always say, I don't know how long I'm going to be on. I'm on now. And I showed up with no notice whatsoever. I kind of like doing it this way. It's Joan Jett. Yeah. Yeah. I like Joni all right. I saw the Runaways play in opening for the Ramones back in '77. That was a show. Joan Jett, Runaways, and then the Ramones. I think there may be a couple other people, I don't recall, but it was at the Santa Monica Civic in Hollywood, Santa Monica, '77. I think it was the first LA tour, and it's considered one of the most iconic punk shows in history. And I was there. I don't like apple butter. Wonder. I liked it when I was a kid, but it's not as good as it should be. The Water, there are no bad Blondie songs, and you know that as well. This is a great one. She was a great songwriter, absolutely beautiful, could sing, and from everything I've heard, and I've heard a lot, that she was an incredibly nice lady, very smart, you know. The whole package, just like men love it, women love it. Everybody in the world should have a crush on Blondie, no matter what the orientation is. It's Blondie, so it doesn't count. Don't know your shit from apple butter. Oh, good one. Oh. I think your dad is prompting some of this stuff. Your dad's cool. We know your dad's cool. You got the cool dad. Brand, oh, jeez, no self-esteem faces. This channel absolutely requires her presence. Why do you know that? We're back in the '70s. This was considered punk. I think it still was in a way. Don't you wanna take her home? Yeah, Brent's a big Wonder fan. Brent's got an edge. We need to bring that up more because Brent's pretty damn brilliant. Just pops and stuff like that. Really, I love hearing about. Yeah. Yeah, but you're fine the way you are. People don't understand your talents because you're too smart for most people. It's funny, so a lot of people are not going to get that because you're over their heads. Which is why we love you, because we're smart here. This is not a stupid person's channel. We all know that. We don't put up with stupid. Goofy? Absolutely. You don't have to be well educated as long as you got a good soul. It's all that everything really matters. I went back to church a couple times. I went to confession. I got to go back and slothy again, but it really, I'm praying again. It's been good. And got to, my friend Zombie Jim's a good Catholic boy, so we discussed pretty theoretical Catholicism. It isn't what, yeah. Jim Webb Space Telescope.
I always have.
It's possible, Elle. I'm kind of a little skeptical because it defies physics, but it's possible. You know,
I had experienced periodontal disease for quite a while.
Good for you, Bano. Cheesecake with extra meat. I'm fasting today,
really
Bano. Whatever you want to do for it.
You know, I'm a good person, but on the outside, I look like somebody that
You
just
better
come off
be,
the
Amy.
streets. Every time I
You
smile, so
better
they
be.
always judge me.
Look at that cool kid here. Kids here.
Playing baseball, I hit the ball, ran to first, I slid face first. I hit the girl's knee and knocked me
Well,
out.
Brent, you got to understand that Christianity, anything that
Didn't want to go to work, didn't want to be around
is
people.
monotheistic
It was
and
hard. That's
goes
more
back
hard
before
than-
Christ, a lot of it's acceptable.
You know, I
We don't, because we're Gentiles.
I couldn't stand them because
Well,
you
I
can't
am.
taste anything. Try and put goop
So,
in there. Then
That's
try
why
to
we
take
get
them
away
off,
with our
and then
leave of death and all
clean up, but then
dead and
when
all this
they
stuff because it's
loosen- they
perfectly
loosen up, you have to put that
acceptable.
goop, and then you go
Halloween.
like this, trying to
Catholics
pull
don't
them
mind
out.
Halloween. It's like
There's
it's
bacteria
Halloween.
stuff
It's
growing in your
it's
mouth.
not gonna
You
hurt
don't
me,
feel
buddy.
good about it.
Couldn't eat properly, was losing a lot of weight.
It's not as good as it used to be because it used to be the kids go out after dark and get into a lot of trouble, and parents aren't allowed and eat all this candy and crap. Those were better days. Oh, cool. Right, yeah. I don't have any problem with paganism anymore. Real paganism, the real ancient stuff, not the Wiccan stuff that they made up in the 1880s. Yeah, there's a G.K. Chesterton book called Heretics, which he's a hardcore Catholic, but he comes out in defense of real paganism. There's no problem with it. Well, being tied to agriculture is very important because I think a lot of us are people well, I'm a peasant through and through. I think most of the people are basically peasants. Peasants are going to come back and be important again. With our current system, rich people are horrible. All Saints Day, yeah. Yeah. I live around a whole bunch of farm workers. They're peasants. They're great stock. They're wonderful, soulful, nice people for the most part. Yeah. Oh, you couldn't have put it better. You couldn't have put it better. Yeah. I'm going to share that with my friend Joe the Deacon. He'll love that. Because we both discuss feudalism. That's actually a kind of a good thing. It's a very getting rid of large countries, having people set up with their own traditions and stuff. It's the way it should be. People should have the land of their choice. Oh my God, it's Crazy Cat Guy. Oh man, my friend, how are you? Thanks for being here. This is great. Yeah. I go off the air for a while and people still come up and hang out with me. This is great. This is making me happy. Yeah. I feel pretty much surrounded by the lovers right now, Wanda. Yeah. All mods here too. That used to bug me. I need new people. No, I like the people I have. It's nice when new people are going, join up, but I'm good with this. No. After I got 1,000 subs, because that made me feel better about Left 4 Dead. That was an achievement. That was a goal. Yeah. Yeah. The peasants a long time ago weren't treated like crap. You know, they didn't. The class system wasn't bad. It actually worked. It was management. We need management. Anarchy never worked, never will. But I'm looking more and more into distributism and just French, but G.K. Chesterton is one of my idols. Humor's great. He wrote the Father Brown mysteries. Well, he wrote them over 100 years ago. The weather is absolutely stunningly beautiful. It was kind of goopy and overcast, and I wasn't in the mood for that. But I went out for a real walk the day before yesterday. I went to McDonald's, half mile, to get a cup of coffee with my friend Zombie Jim. Yep, Spacey, what's going on? That's a great moniker. I haven't seen you with in ages. Yay. The magical fruit, yeah. I've been eating a lot of quinoa, but I'm probably going to make some beans tomorrow. I've been varying it. A lot of peas, a lot of quinoa. Some of mixed legume stuff in a packet. I blended with the quinoa. Very good. So much protein that it just overloaded the quality whole proteins. Again, it's my survivalism. It's just it's offshoot of my hobo period. But my last camp was pretty good. I almost had everything, but I didn't have solar. So now I do. Walk away. I enjoy my own farts. I go to elevators and share. It's so funny. What you do is you get there, you fart, and then let yourself out on the 3 floors up. Watch the people just about ready to throw up. That's always great. Or farting in grocery store line. Not right by the clerk, but they probably think it's funny too. Jack Slink. Yep, tell you, that sounds good. Can't eat it today because it's fine. I'm not complaining. Poot King. This is one of the few times of the year that you're not allowed to take communion. You don't cross yourself in the direction of the host because there is no host. We're waiting for Christ to come back. This stuff means to me. It doesn't have to mean anything to you, but I find it interesting. I like being Catholic. I finally went to church a couple of times, and I did go to confession. I'm definitely gonna be going to the vigil tomorrow night. Underpants. Does that run in the family brunch? Ask your dad. He probably said, yeah, it does. It's a family trait. We're proud of that. Smoking too much. Been a bad day. Why Fleetwood Mac on this playlist? I hate Fleetwood Mac. I despise it. It really could be. If I saw Stiv a couple days ago, I think I'd bring him out. But man, I've been arranging my closet, getting my survival gear all set up. I found a bunch of stuff that I need. You'd be surprised at the camp I could set up. It's the best camp ever. I even ordered a collapsible cot. The first time I know I can go to my shelter and not get my butt early right with. I've been dreaming about that for ages. You couldn't find a light cot. I couldn't find any replacements, but now I got one. Weighs 5 pounds. It's supposed to be incredibly strong, good for 300 pounds, and I'm not 300 pounds anymore, so that's fine. Another great song. Any song with Ooby Dooby Doob is going to be good. Debbie, stop being so beautiful. Yep. She's wearing a mini skirt too. Oh man, Debbie. It's not even erotic for me. It's just she's so beautiful. I just want to look at her, and I'm allowed to. In person, I would catch myself staring, but I'm sure she probably still gets all that. She's still beautiful. I was in the past absolutely in love with her, age appropriate. So it's still there in my heart. My young manicness. I had good taste in rock star women. Oh, she just released to the back of her spine in her dress, just briefly. Her French is pretty good. I can tell if she knows the language. My girl. It's better than that horrible Beatles song where they try to speak French. Weird, because they knew German, they just didn't know French. Lita Ford. Oh, we just as the Runaways in general. At that point, the greatest hard rock they were never punk, metal, the best of the 70s. Absolutely the best. They're wonderful. Their manager is a complete pervert, but yeah. Some of the Beatles are great. Most of it's just fluff and garbage. It's kind of a pervy little song here, singing about the young Brooke Shields. At least it's not a guy singing it. Times weren't different. There was a book called Brooks Book. There was just nothing but provocative pictures of Brooke Shields, and people were buying it like crazy. And every pervy guy I knew had it. That's a goofy song, Wonder. And Helter Skelter is one of my favorite songs. Actually, everything on the White Album I like. No, Peter, Paul, and Mary. I was making jokes about them a couple hours ago. Hardcore. It's funny you should bring that up. Losing up all my high-speed data. I don't see if it's. I'm supposedly up to 5 Gs, but it never works. So maybe it goes down to 40 before I won't buffer. I'll say. Peter, Paul, and Mary, they were constantly on PBS. I just wanted to destroy them. And Mary Travis, whatever her name was, he did not age well. Wonder if people aren't goofy, I don't want to talk to them. Ja, what's going on? I didn't notice you. I'm sorry. Thanks for checking in, Ja. That's always a pleasure. That's what's up. That's her trademark. I always get a kick out of that. It makes me smile. Sometimes not much. That makes me smile. Okay. Yeah. The weird thing is my ex and I are getting along better than we ever have before, but there's no romance there. We're just like the best friends in the world. I've been cooking quite a bit, wondering, guess what I've been using to cook with? Guess what? Yeah, if you're guessing, the pot is still my favorite cooking tool. So there you go. The Instant Pot reigns supreme. I've got more mileage. I use that thing at least 3 times a week, usually more. Well. Yeah, I know. I can't tell you anything to make you feel better, but I love you, brother. You're loved here. We'll never break up with you. You can count on us. There are tons of them, Brent. Their cover of Blowing in the Wind is horrendously awful. Butter basting pork. That sounds. Yeah, I would try that. I still haven't used my air fryer. It needs to. I'm stupid. 2 lady parts left. Oh well. I have an ex. It's a best of both worlds. We don't have sex, and we don't live together. And our politics are absolutely identical now. That took decades for us to come to through it. She almost broke up with me over politics a couple of times. I'm not going to go on my politics were, but I can tell. I don't. Thanks to the administration, I'll tell you what my politics are, and it's true as hell. Not the major parties at all. I'm a social democrat, a Catholic social democrat, which every Catholic should be a social democrat. Which means you have capitalism and socialism joined in a pleasant blend, beneficial to all people in parts. Because capitalism is great when it's not evil; it's the best administration. But social welfare matters a lot. It's kindness, it's decency. Everybody gets enough. You don't have to have too much. If you want to make a bunch of money, don't make too much. Never exploit people. Be a decent capitalist. Provide jobs for everybody, and you can treat yourself fancy if you want to, but just not too much. How much people do we need? What kind of resources do we need to blow into the atmosphere? That's got to end. I don't know what I'm going to have for Easter. I have a can of Spam yet. If you make beans or anything else with Spam, it tastes just like ham. Right? It's weird. It works perfectly. My friend Crazy Mary agrees. So I'll be having a ham. Spam. Oh, man, I haven't had any chocolate. I cheated and had a little chocolate a couple weeks ago. Because it was my ex's house. She always had it, but it was close to midnight. I cheated. I lapsed. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not a complete socialist. I don't think that works. Complete capitalism doesn't work with you. Well, Germany has it right. It's basically social democrat, but the capitalism is reined in. The capitalists make their money, but not that much, and everybody gets at least a decent life. It doesn't have to be totally luxurious. I don't care if you're poor, even if you don't want to work, there's enough money around to support people who just want the bare minimum of a luxury. The bare minimum, like, shelter, food, medical care, and a couple dollars to play with once in a while. That's all you need.
Mother, where are you?
You called it a symphony chocolate bar with, oh, jeez. Wonder. You're right. Maybe I'll force forced my ex to put up with me on Sunday so I can eat chocolate till I'm sick. I love chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate addict, but man, when you go on Lent, you suddenly want to eat all the sugar in the world because you can't. Again, I don't like poor people who want to live the middle class lifestyle because they don't need it, but just decency. I don't approve of the tariffs. I believe in a global economy. It was working really well until Trump decided to fuck it up. Pardon my French, but and some tariffs are fine. The U.S. makes money from it, but just not. Oh, it was fine the way it was. And I've been teaching my ex a lot about Canada because she thinks it's this wonderful paradise. It's Canada. It's different. I was in Canada for years, perfectly fine. I'm a Californian at heart. I'm always going to be. But she didn't know a lot of it. And she's a good California girl. And our current governor is really good, better than the rest of the state. I have really good medical care, thanks to the federal government, state government, and the county. It's a perfect place for me. I don't have any complaints yet, but if they take my blood shelter away, I'll be good for a couple of months, and then I'll be gone. I'll be dead. So it's not going to last long. I'll make it last. And I'm not being morbid. I'm not asking for pity. It's just how it works. And a lot of my friends are going to go down too. Yeah. Yeah, the free trade thing I knew it was a bad mistake. Really bad. But a lot of the Americans go, this is gonna great, and Mexico and Canada are unite. The economy, oh no, it made it worse than Mexico and Canada. It wasn't really hurting, it wasn't helping us either. It's just screwing everything up. Trump is beyond about being about the rich. He's beyond it. He's immoral. He's disgusting. He sells Bibles, but he's clearly, and I can say this with a clear conscience, he is not a Christian. There's nothing Christian about him, but there's nothing Christian about prosperity gospel and all that stuff. No, I agree with you. Canada was supposed to sell the Americans a river. That was going way too far. Brent, if you try it, his popularity polls are way down right now. They're getting worse. Yeah, that was what. Yeah. I believe I'm getting really good with terms with Canada, but free trade, no. It benefited nobody except the rich. What happened in Mexico was an outrage. And I love Mexicans. Yeah, they always had a crappy government. They always did. But briefly in the, I think it was the 20s or 30s, they did have a great government. But the president got assassinated. That was the end of that. I think Wanda is dancing right now. I hope you are. No, Biden was pretty good. Was actually, I like him. Enough politics. I'm not gonna get in a theory. I just don't like the way our system's working right now because it's just hurting a lot. It's good. It's killing people. We can't have that. No, Biden's pretty good. He's basically I don't know. He was a moderate. You know, why? This is a good playlist, except when it isn't. All right, I like the song. It's just
Okay, we're gonna do one more.
one of my secret favorite bands. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, they're totally white affluent college stuff.
All the old paintings on the tomb, they do the stand dance, don't you know?
Yeah, oh, okay.
Too quick, they're falling down like a domino. On the prize arm and by the
God,
night, I got the
those people are,
money on a bet.
God, I am, in my heart, a very patriotic American, but it's dissolving. Warts and all, the United States was the most beneficial country in history, except for when they weren't. They did more good than bad, but right now they're doing nothing but bad. That's just my country too. I love the Bangles. They're fun. It's just fun. It's a great song.
Take their trays, spin around and they cross the floor. They've got the moves, you drop your drink, then they bring you more. All the school kids,
I liked this stuff when I was a punk. I love pure pop music. This is very sweet and fun. You know?
All the kids in the marketplace say,
Yeah. I wouldn't go to one of the concerts with a gun to my head because I don't think I'd fit in. No, I wouldn't. People thought I was some kind of pervert. But I'd look cool in my leather jacket. Yeah, winter, summer's coming. Well, it's going to be too hot to wear a leather jacket in summer. I wore a leather jacket in Laughlin, Nevada when it was 105 and I was walking around, and I can make myself not sweat. Yep. Will not sweat. Wander, I wish you could try it on my jacket because it weighs about 25 pounds. But it makes you, it's like a security bangle. The stupid weighted blankets. I had one of those. It was awful. But I wear my leather jacket and it makes me feel like I can conquer the world. And I know I look cool when I'm wearing my leather jacket. Yeah, the Mexicans don't know what to make of me, but they like me. What sweet people. I say hello to them and say hello back. They smile. Very, very few grouchy people. Almost everybody talks to you says hello. But in Santa Cruz, almost nobody says hello back. Wonder, for for the proper amount of groceries, I'd do it. I have no Wanda, I have no pride. Fat, pasty old man. But most of my body hasn't seen the sun since the 70s. Damn it, I'm sorry. I'll warn people in advance. No, I wouldn't if you look at me. See all of me. But I would put a potato in the front of my pants, or do what Cover did, which is I'm not even going to go to what he did, but with his weird what was it called, banana hammock. That was one of the funniest things. I think that's been suppressed. Cobra at his finest. I need to start walking. I gave up on him for a while, but I've been missing him. I've been watching videos here and there of the best ofs. God, Brent, yeah, I'm happy for you. Okay, this song is good. Yeah, this playlist has been pretty good. It's still pretty good, but a lot of it's garbage. Cock holster. Oh, that's it. Yeah. I walked for a long ride. You wonder, I got lost. From I walked a half mile. I knew where I was going. I'd been there before, and I came back, and I was in a fugue state. I didn't know where I really was. I didn't know what city I was in for a while. And I just went the wrong way, and I really enjoyed it. I came back, but I was getting it was hot out, and I was getting tired. Yeah, Brent. You gotta love the B-52s. They're absolute fluff. They're pop. A great style. Again, this is total college white person music, but it works. But it's perennial. Retardedly on point. Job. You couldn't put it better. You can't listen to this and still be in a bad mood. You'll crack a smile till the song's over and go back to hating life. If you walk down the street and hear this, you're like, I'm glad I heard that. Thank you, whoever you are. Nice choice. When I worked at the metal polishing shop, I was a temp at that point and just got the job, and I didn't know the guy I worked next to very much. But one morning, I went up for a cigarette. He drove in his car, and he was blasting Mott the Hoople. I told him, we have to be friends forever now. He's a much younger guy, but he knew all the glam and glitter stuff. Yeah, Brent, but none for you, buddy. You don't need drugs, Brent. And especially pot. Pot's great for some people, but people like him, it's not good for us psychologically. There's no point. We're on enough drugs. Mr. Howe, God, all the classics are showing up. I love you guys. You love me. You really do. Love me. Like all that stuff. Sally Fields. What a embarrassing little speech. But it was nice. And it was meant from the heart. I always figure that Sally Fields has to really be a nice woman. She has to be. Yeah. She was great in the show Gidget and the Flying Nun. And then she vanished and became a real actress. She always good actress. I've been buying some new books, mostly from my ex, because I'm friend. He's pushing 70, but she needs a little more education. She's actually reading George Orwell essays and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Z, it's a party now, man. God, Mr. Howe was here constantly back in the day. Good. Hope he does it again. Yeah, Brent. Yep. It's a love shack. Yeah, Mr. Howe, I've read probably almost all of his novels and all of his essays. His essays are they're enchanting. Hello, lovey. The only good part of the Gilligan's Island was, well, pretty much Mr. Howe and Lovey. Yeah. Oh, I don't like, Sarah said I hate Queen. I don't like Queen. Never, I did back in the 70s when Bohemian Rhapsody was really a great song. It didn't last long for me. Sorry, Wander. I don't like Queen, and I didn't care when Freddie Mercury died, and I'll never see the movie. I'm sorry. Well, the professor showed up in a lot of 50s TV shows. He was very good. So, very good actor. You know, he was always supporting actor, but he's very good. And he was versatile. He played bad guys and shit. I'm pretty sure Gilligan was working for the CIA and checking out islands. Pretty much sure. Well, Fat Bottom Girls was good, and Bicycle was good too. But beyond that, actually, the Sheer Heart Attack album was a great album, but nobody ever listens to it. I think it was the first album. It was really early stuff, and it was really metal. And that was before Freddie knew how to dive dressing. The photos of him are just terrible. Just a weird looking man, an unattractive man. Then he started dressing like a Oak Street clone, and if you know what that is, you'll probably figure it out. He was a living, breathing gay stereotype. That's good for him, but the music got shitty though. Yeah, Brent. Yeah, absolutely. And Down and Out in Paris and London, which isn't a novel, but I'm an old hobo, and that rings absolutely close because he was a hobo for a while. So, see, gotta love him. Yes, it is, Brent. It's great. It's a great song. Watch the video. You notice that the women are dancing totally offbeat. They don't know how to dance, and they're certainly not playing the instruments, but they got a look. Good pop again. It's very glossy and good. Palmer knew what he was doing. So, song came out back in late 80s when I was married. I loved it. The women look like kind of pervy German girls. That's a lot of songs. The book's great. I'm gonna order a copy of that for my ex. I turned her into an Orwell fan. She 1984. I just couldn't get into that book. Well, I don't like it either. I'm a big Orwell fan. I don't like Animal Shark. I just don't like it. But the other stuff, yeah. But back in about 78 to 79, I was reading. I went to this really cheap used bookstore, and if I came up with something I couldn't afford, the owner would just give it to me because he liked my style. Yeah, there's something erotic, even though it's not my style at all. Those women kind of scare me. But again, too bourgeois. I'm not bourgeois, but I don't consider Debbie Fair bourgeois, even though she was in many ways. But she was nice and she had a great accent. That cop flies for barbecues. Where is that from? That's great. Yeah, Brent, but I like songs with videos that make no sense whatsoever. And you know there's no deep meaning. It's just pretty much messing with people's heads. But then you look up Dadaism. I'm big keen on Dadaism. I like non sequiturs. It's basically Zen at the same time. I compare Dadaism with Zen. A professor, I heard it secondhand. He thought it was a horrible notion. Then a month later, I sent word that I was absolutely right. That Dadaism was European Zen. It has to be. It's non sequitur. It's making your mind go where it just doesn't need to be. You're trying to stretch your psyche. Ron Twisted. Oh. I'm going to check that out. So do me a favor. Leave me a comment because I want to look that up. I'm going to look that up. That sounds great. Just for the... It should be a song, you know? I'm not a big Howard Hughes fan. He said some horrible things about the Zero airplane. It wasn't true. And he perpetuated urban myths that that Japanese couldn't design their own planes when in fact they made superb planes. They just didn't age well. And they're easy to shoot down. Yeah, I've been studying the Pacific campaign a lot over the last 6 months. I've spent hundreds of hours studying the Guadalcanal thing alone. I'm thrilled about it. It turns out that my friend Casey Mary, her father was in Guadalcanal and talked about it a lot to Mary. Mary had a lot of memorized. I know more about it than she does, but she's enjoying the education. I'm filling up the gaps for her. Where her father had to fight because he was in the, first Marines. The old Brave, even though that was a very, very new unit, they got weathered really quickly. Guadalcanal was a hell of a thing. The battles got worse, but the learning curve for the Marines on Guadalcanal was just the fact that they made it survived was a testament. In World War II, the USMC, that was the greatest fighting force in the history of mankind. They won. They beat everybody. They just were. They never had the community equipment, food, respect, and they did all that really hard stuff.
No more speed.
Oh, okay.
Almost there.
Amazon. Yep. Comment on here because I really do want to
Last car to pass.
check that out, but I will forget. So
Line of cars go down real slow. Whoa.
hopefully up now.
And the radio plays
That's gonna have to
a
be
forgotten
next month
song.
because I spent heavy being paranoid and having enough camping gear to keep me alive for a long time. That now I know how to do it, and the Rangers will never find my camp. They'll never take me alive. I bought camo netting. Yeah, I bought camo netting. It hasn't arrived yet, but I will have it. God, just all kinds of crazy, wonderful stuff. But once I had enough money to buy everything I wanted for camp, and I didn't have to leave anything out. Anything. Solar generator that's good enough to power more. I can go for a week without recharging it, so, and I always have backup candles and backup power banks, so I'm fine. Because I need my internet, even if I'm in the woods. My last hobo camp, I definitely had internet. It was great watching movies, and it was raining, but I was running out of juice because I didn't have solar. No, I have not, Mr. Hal. I used to hang out in the library every day for hours and hours. If I was still drinking beer, I would do a Easter beer hunt for my friends in the building, but I don't drink anymore. But I would do that. All right. I've hidden a case of Pabst Blue Ribbon. You get to find it, boys. Oh, they'll find it. I wonder that. Oh, you can get a decent one for $200 now. Don't spend any more. I can't remember the name, but I'll give it to you. But $200, it's like the Dell computers of solar. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it works. I'm really happy with mine. I haven't put the solar up. I've just been using it as a battery. I'm stunned, but I'm saving it up for when I hang out with my ex, because he has a really good deck. And I want to teach her the joys of solar. I want her to be prepared too. I want her to have 25 pounds of rice, grains, beans, all that stuff. That's stuff that'll keep you alive. Because I love her. I can't take care of it all the time, and I'm going to die someday. But I've set her up with some stuff. She does have solar. She hasn't used up. She's some small stuff. But I'll go. She has enough money. She can buy her own system because she got rid of her car, so she doesn't have to buy gas or pay for insurance anymore. And she has an old lady cart and a discount bus pass. And she took the bus a lot in Portland, so she's good with it. I'm glad we get along well. Man, we had our battles. We've had some bad battles. A year and a half ago, we were about to kill each other. But now it just broke. Oh, actually, our mutual mourning of Cyril, because we're both torn up about that forever. No, actually, it made me feel better that the Pope more or less said that some dogs and cats have souls and we get to have them in the afterlife, which I always said my nun felt the same. But now I can pray to Cyril as a dog he sent. He doesn't really understand me, but he loves my voice. It's not weird. It's not, but he's up there. He's floating around. I still feel him. I'm trying to, my ex is an agnostic. Well, she was a Lutheran. No wonder she's an agnostic. But, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about religion as much as I want to. That's it. You guys are cool. You'll give me a pass. You don't have to agree with me. Just hope that's coming from. That's coming from the back, right back. And I don't judge anybody else's belief as long as it's based on kindness, charity, and decency, and which everybody should aspire to that. And we're all going to fall short, but whatever. Yeah, well, you like small appliances, so you're going to like solar. My battery won't cope with steaming and the Instant Pot, but I can do slow cooking. So I can do that in the woods. And I have several kinds of stoves, miniature ones that can take up to the woods. You should be impressed. When I get that camp going, if I ever do, it's going to be live streamed, and you're going to get a tour of how cool my camp is. You'll never know where it is, though, because even only 2 people ever seen that camp, and that was they were trying to be social workers, and they wanted to see what a hobo camp looked like, and they went to my therapist and begged, asked me to go to the camp, so I did. They were stunned by how well it was hidden. I do want to go up to the woods and hike and check it out, even though I'm not going to set anything up. I want to see if any of my old stuff is up there. See if the rangers have cleaned it up or if it's just there. I'm hoping it's just there. So, but I always have several places to camp. You can always find a place to camp if you know techniques. The thing is, start camping and think to yourself, where would a camp not be? And then walk to it, and you always find a flat spot. If it's obviously a place where a camp shouldn't be, there's going to be a camp there. You can make it yourself. That's the secret of you maintaining a camp. You never have fires. Never do that. Never camp with anybody else unless you know them really well. Hold on 1 second. Oh, perfect. Somebody gave me a ham bone. I am having pork. Leave some of the pork on there. I'm really thrilled. I'm going to have pork for Easter. And he smokes his pork, so this is really good. So that'll be in the pot. You start that up Sunday night and tinker with it. Takes me forever to cook proper ham. I hope people can still comment. Well, I'm not going to be along that much anyway. Who was asking for Creedence Clearwater overnight? Well, you just heard it. Yeah, pretty good song. I think I can deal with this. I had this song on my first cassette player back in it's gotta be mid-70s. Had a Sgt. Pepper's tape. Not very, my brother maybe a bunch of tapes, but not enough. Yeah, that's where the idea of making comp tapes because I didn't have a recorder, but I really just wanted one so I could, make my own albums, which is how I do now. Back in the late 80s, I made so many mixtapes for people. I'd spend hours to do with the speed and make tapes. But people kept asking for them, and you'd have to. I'd spend 12 hours making a tape. You better give me some money for it and buy me some tapes. They wouldn't do it, so I stopped doing it for people. I made my own. I could take them at work, my own compilation tapes. People liked it, but I always included Frosty the Snowman Band by Cindy Brady. Every time people just freaked out. But it would be Brian Eno, then Cindy Brady back to back. Does anybody hear me? Anyway. Looks like no. Yeah, well, let's see. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get up because I can't. I'm really pretty tempted to come back on later. We'll see. Love you guys. Take care.